I'm Illuminati philosopher. I'm going to give you insight into my thoughts and reasoning about the world around us. Now listen very carefully, please. This illustration right here is mocking abolitionists who spread a lot of propaganda and misinformation about slavery. There is a major deception about slavery, as well as Black or African history. Notice that when white people talk about slavery, Black or African history, we're pathetic. We can't do anything right in history. They ignore us when we talk about our own history and culture, and they ignore the Southerners when they talk about their own culture. Some slaves did have skills, so you have to ask yourself, why are people upset when this is mentioned? It is because if we have an honest conversation about slavery or even history in general, their narrative starts to fall apart. Not only about slavery, but even white history. So there's a major deception that's being perpetrated, and they want to maintain this deception, which is why they're up in arms when Florida decides to talk about slaves having skills. This will most likely create a deeper conversation about slavery, and then some will come to the realization, well, why would the vast majority of slave owners purposely damage or destroy their property? I ask this question all the time online, and most people do not want to answer it. This one guy said, I could do whatever I want with my property. And I told him, yes, but is that what you would do? And he didn't respond. The educators in Florida weren't saying that slavery were good times. They are just letting you know that slaves also had skills, but there are people out there that are having a hissy fit about this fact. Some slaves knew about carpentry, blacksmithing, masonry, gunsmithing, lumberjacking, tailoring. Some of them even knew about poisons and herbal remedies, inventors, etc. Most likely the cotton gin was created by a slave or slaves, but the master took the credit. It's like now, several people could be working on a particular project, but when that project is finished, who gets the credit? The company. The organization, not those individuals. Internally, yeah, there's probably high fives and there's recognition, but around the world, people know that project as coming from a particular company. Slaves did have skills. Also, slavery was not as bad as they say it was. There were problems because there are nasty people out there, same as in the free system. There were problems. But I'm going to leave you with this. If you are a business owner, or not, would you purposely damage or destroy your property? Because according to their narrative, the majority of slave owners were purposely damaging or destroying their property, which is counterproductive to a good business. Does this make sense to you? Like, share, subscribe, and make a comment. Thanks.